Hey, hey, hey. How you doing,
Hey,
girl?
hey, my love. I'm good. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing good. So we are live, you guys. It's your soul coach Oracle, Hannah Yamaha, and we got my girl Quita. And tonight we're talking about what men and women want in marriage. And Quita, I had did um, a little poll on Facebook for my Facebook audience about what men and women want
hmm
and in a marriage. And a lot of people said they want balance. And I'm trying to figure out what do balance mean to you in a marriage, because I know that you are a newlywed. You haven't been married that long. I want to go ahead and say congratulations, sis. You did it before me.
Thank you, honey. Your time coming. It's coming. It's coming. But balance, I would say in our marriage, balance would be um just doing everything equally. Like we don't have a you pay bills, I clean up type of marriage.
Hmm.
Um, we kind of meet each other halfway on everything. If I cook, he'll clean the kitchen, or um, if I pay the water bill, he'll pay the light bill. Something like that. Or either we just go half on everything, which is, that's to me what balance is. Also, um, us praying for one another, making sure we're good emotionally. He may have a bad day, and so if I had a bad day, I kind of feel for him first to see, because
Hmm.
I know how to meditate and process stuff, and I'll be okay. I'm trying to get him there, but he not on that level yet. So
Yeah.
if he's just had a terrible rough day, I won't unload my problems on him. That way he can feel a little bit better. I can balance him out emotionally on that. um I'm not sure if that's what the people on Facebook meant, but I mean, it's a lot of ways you can look at balance,
Right, right.
emotions, financial stability, stuff like that.
Right, because I mean, I'm not married, but I've been engaged for 6 years, and the reason why we haven't went and got married yet is because we're not financially stable right now. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
right.
So a lot of times we we are we kind of like the yin and the yang. me and my
Yeah,
me and my fiance. So um, there is some sense of balance in our relationship, but all relationships are not always balanced. You know what I'm
right.
saying? So for me, I agree with that, but I have to disagree because balance is not about the it's not about the material things for me. Balance is more about the things that you can't pay for, like you said, emotions,
Yeah,
feelings, expression, you know what I'm saying? And
right.
most men don't express themselves,
hmm
and so I don't see we can how people can say, well, I want men just want respect. I feel like men want more than just respect.
Yeah, they do. They do. I feel like they want somebody, they don't like to express their emotions, but they want to be able to express their emotions, especially in the marriage, because, you got the outside world, and then you already a man that's getting married in this day and age. So there's
Yeah.
already some type of backlash on you. Oh, you done settled down. You got one woman. So it's kind of hard for them. I would venture to say, I'm not a man, but just looking at it, because I had a lot of male friends, and a couple of them got married, and their male friends stopped talking to them, which was probably for the best. You find out who your friends are when you have kids, when you get married.
Oh yes, yes,
So
yes. Because I can tell you this, I lost a lot of friends, and me, as a single parent before I met my fiance 7 years ago, I had a lot of friends. Now
yeah,
I only got two because now I'm a couple. I have a man, and I can't do single things no more. You know what I'm saying?
right,
I can't
right,
hang with the girls on a Wednesday night because I got to get up, make sure my man get to work and my kids get to work. You know what I'm saying?
right, hmm
So those single friends, which comes into that saying balance. I feel like sometimes I was telling one of my homegirl yesterday, we was talking about relationships and problems, and I was like, you know what the problem is? Us women with men always trying to get relationship advice from single women, and
single women.
Single woman gonna say, "Well, if that was me, bitch, you can't keep a man. So why should I?"
Right. Can't get one, can't keep one, never have been able to keep one. Right. Why am I gonna listen to you?
What do you think? So she looked at me like, when did you get, and me and my friend, we've been friends for like 15 years. And she said, when did you get this smart? Bitch, I've been this smart. You just ain't never came to me with your problems. So, the only thing the reason why I came with this podcast is because a lot of women, as a reader, and you ain't been in my live streams, you ain't seen it, everybody want to love reading.
Yeah.
And these love readings only take you so far. And most women that is in their early 30s, late 20s, looking for marriage, and they looking for that one woman's man. But a lot of time these women out here do not look for love within themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Look for from someone.
What I was gonna say.
And this is the thing. We're not here to find love within a man to make us happy. A lot of you women out here that's listening to this podcast need to find love with inside yourself. Quit looking for a man to make your life happy. Only you can make your life happy. He's just the best part of it because he brings more happiness into your life when you're happy with yourself. And I think as women, we we have these men, we give them so much standard. You got to have a job. You got to have your own car. You got to have nice shoes. Make these men like they fucking got everything. Everybody don't have it all. Right. Sometimes we have to upgrade our men. We have to show them how it's supposed to be. Mm-hmm. We have to show them, hey, this is how you do it. As a woman, we don't stand behind them. We stand beside them.
Right.
And if you behind them talking like, girl, he ain't got no job, then you can't keep a man because you ain't uplifting him. That's the problem with us queens out here. Instead of uplifting them, we downgrading them because you on Facebook saying this nigga got a little dick. Well, guess what? You fucked them.
Right. Right.
So for y'all women out there, you have to learn how to humble yourself, because y'all women out here might not have it all either. We don't have it all, and we can't expect for the man to have it all. Right. So what's your put on that, Quita?
On building them up. Well, first I want to go back to what you said about the woman loving herself first. Mm-hmm. That's very, very, very important, because when you love yourself first, you won't settle. Exactly. A lot of stuff that a lot of my friends or people that I see around me that put up with a lot of stuff, they haven't found out how to love themselves first. And you have to be able to love yourself before anybody can love you. That's a saying, everybody say it, but nobody really acts on it. Mm-hmm. Because if you're loving yourself, you're not gonna allow this man to step out on you and come back, or he's not gonna call you ugly and fat and every day and then turn around and want to love on you. No, you're gonna have enough respect for yourself. Okay, that's it, you gotta go. You're not finna ruin my peace, because when you love yourself, you have that peace, and you're not gonna let anybody break that peace, because you know how hard it was to get that peace.
Right.
Then as far as you finding love in yourself, you're not gonna be having time to look for a man.
Exactly.
So if you carry yourself like that, and most women know the traits of a wife.
Exactly.
And when you carry yourself that way, it's gonna automatically come, because you're showing love to yourself. You're not out here posting all these crazy ass posts about you needing sex and disrespectful stuff that's reflecting back on you.
Look like a hoe, or making
yourself
look desperate.
Exactly. You looking desperate. Right. And don't no man want no desperate woman. Exactly. She may not have everything materialistically, but he looking at your mind. A good man is going to be looking at your mind, and that everything else will fall into place. So
exactly. So, and that's the thing, everybody want to manifest this good ass man, but girl, let me tell you, there is no good man out here.
Nope.
The only way you can get a good man is you get a man and you like him for who he is, he's going to be that good man for you. It doesn't matter about his flaws. Every man has a flaw, just like every woman has a flaw. We all are energy. You know what I'm saying? We all are energy. No one is perfect.
Right.
You know, I know that you said you wanted a free reading, sis. Thank you so much for joining. I love it. I love all of that.
Ma'am, I'll be back.
Yeah. So what do you want to know? You said you want a general, sis?
Just a general. You know I always go with the general.
All right, love. So let's see. And now, you know, I promised everybody on my Facebook page, ladies and gentlemen, that if you came and add me as your favorite on Anchor, and you got a free 3-card reading. So I'm reading for Mrs. Quita on here. And y'all might hear my car shuffling because I'm in my workroom, but it's okay.
But why are you doing it? I want to when we were talking about the friends,
right?
My husband and I, we still have single friends, but we still make each other a priority. But every Thursday night, and it's just something that we do, every Thursday night we go hang with our single friends. That's our night away from each other, and you know that too is part of balance, because nobody don't be stuck under the same person all the time, and you got to be under them for the rest of your life.
Right.
So that's how we keep that balance. Like, we didn't just throw our friends away. We just cut down on the time that we did spend with them. Right. So every Thursday night, we go do our own thing. So right. That's how we handle that. I just want to throw that out there because we don't want nobody to just throw away all your single friends. But have the balance. You know, you got to have that communication with your spouse about how y'all want to handle that.
Right. And I feel like while you're talking about that, our friends need to have respect for our relationships.
Right.
Not married, but, you know, married
right.
women and women in a relationship. They need to have a little bit of respect for our relationship. You know,
right.
There is no need for you to keep popping up at our house, knowing our man every day.
Right.
You know, call
me, text me, you know.
Because we might be getting down in the bedroom. We don't need you begging us.
Interrupting us.
Right. Have some respect, lady. Have some respect. So, Quita, the card I did get for the first card I got for you is called Aquamarine, and it's talking about divine life purpose. And I know you was telling me that you had, had a lot of difficulties lately about working and stuff. But this card right here is basically saying right now you need to trust the signs that the spirits is leading you to. They are your divine, they are your inner guidance. And, you know, sometimes we get these little setbacks that is going to lead us into fulfillment to see what we did wrong or what we didn't do wrong, to see what we got to do right the next time, right. You know? So right now, this is the spirits is saying, girl, you on the right direction. You just got to trust the way you feel, trust what you hear, trust what you see, because it's going to lead you into that fulfillment and whatever it is that you need to be doing right now at this time. But there's a lady here with me as well, an older woman. She deceased. Who is this lady?
That's my grandmother.
This woman, because she's giving me cold chills over her shaking. Right here, she wants you to know that she love you. You know, she wants you to know that she's been watching you, and she's so proud of you, and she's protecting you physically and emotionally, and genetically. Is you the first granddaughter that got married?
I'm her first grandchild that got married. Period.
Yeah, so that's what she's saying. That's my baby. That's my baby. So she wants you to know she's there and she loves you. She got good energy. I can tell you that. So just know that you're well protected. There, you know how they say, "No weapon formed against me shall prosper." Honey, she is definitely like block. Hell no, don't touch my grandmother. And she's really one of those church going people, aren't? Do you like candles? Perfume, oils, bath soak, lotion, jewelry. Have you heard of Sacred Creations and Healing? Come and shop with your soul coaching oracle, Hannah Yamaha, at www.sacredcreationandhealing.com. Follow us on Facebook, www.facebook.com/Sacred Creations Healing. All right, y'all, we back. We had that little break.
Right.
So, anyway, I was saying your grandmother was one of those church going people. She was really, really dedicated to going to church. Old country woman.
Yes.
Um, but the next card I did get is basically saying you need to reveal your true self. I feel like you're holding back. Um, and I don't think it's to other people. You holding back from yourself. There, you have so much potential that you're not allowing yourself to be the you that you need to be.
Yeah.
So this card right here is an amethyst, and you know all about the amethyst crystal. They are very, very good with letting you feel the energy. They have a way of protection. It's a protection crystal. It's a grounding crystal, and it's supposed to make you be able to express yourself the way you want to. Maybe that may be the crystal for you, but allow yourself to be who you are. And then when you start being who you are and what you want and what you want to do, then you're going to be starting revealing your true self. And then you're going to really see, you think that you lost your friends now because you married. You're going to really see how many friends you lose when you start being yourself.
It ain't many left, so.
So, yes, Quita. So, I did pull an affirmation card for you, an extra card. And the card I have for you, it says, I create an image for every secondary character in my story. And I'm going to explain that to you. The only thing I know about secondary character is the story that as we all create about these stories, okay? Mm-hmm. And the truth is that we don't know anyone or anybody that knows us, okay? And so basically saying you create what you want to create, and you could put whoever the fuck you want in your story and make it your story because that's your story. And if they don't agree with that story, that's on them. You've seen it the way you've seen it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
So make sure you create, because people wear masks all the time. They can be, looks can be deceiving. People can be devils. People could be anything. And a lot of times, going back into the relationship marriage thing, a lot of times the women get into a relationship with someone that is not who they say they are after 3 months.
Right.
That's a lesson for all of you out there. We have to learn how to understand that we don't have to let our guard down so quick when we think we in love. Mm-hmm. Because sometimes love can be deceiving as fuck. That nigga,
yeah, you blind your baby.
Right, a child molester, a rapist. You know what I'm saying? And you in love with this nigga. Y'all better quit talking to them prison cell niggas. I have a lot of people on my Facebook saying, yeah, I got a boo, he in prison though. Girl, you better find you a man.
Find out, you better hold on, see what's going on.
Girl, do your work. So, we're going to go on another break, and I want to thank Quita for joining my podcast. And y'all make sure y'all tune in. We got like 5 more people joining in this podcast, giving us their opinion. And thank you, Quita, again. We got to do this again on another time.
We do. I definitely thank you for having me. This is my first time doing this, and I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, you should start your own, girl. Put your word out there. Tell everybody how you feel. You know what I'm saying? You'll get a lot of listeners. Good content will have them listen. Oh, she got some tea.
Right.
We'll go on this break, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all have a good time while we on this 30-second break, and I'll bring in the next person. Y'all have a blessed day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Wishing on a star to follow where you are.
All right, y'all, we back. great, and I have my girl Aisha here. Hi, Aisha, how are you?
I'm great. How you doing?
I'm doing good. So I just got Miss Quita in here, and we were talking about what men and women want in a marriage. And I was telling her that I did a poll on Facebook. Some of the men and women said that in marriage, all men and women want is balance. What is your opinion about that?
I mean, I think personally, and this is me being honest and true to myself, I think people say balance because that's the go-to answer.
Right.
And that, at the end of the day, depending on who the person is and their perception of life, determines what they really want. Because if you experience a life of trauma, you're going to want this fantasy marriage. Because it's like, I need this, I want this, I deserve it, I've been through so much. You know what I mean? So, and that goes for men and women. You know, depending, you have, I always say, it's two sides for both genders. You, as far as men, you have 50% men that are looking for that woman that's willing to submit and, you know, play that barefoot in the kitchen role.
Yes.
And then you have the other 50% that want that independent woman. Like, we gonna go get this bag together. You know, we gonna pay for daycare, the kids gonna go to school, and we gonna be worried about building a financial stability that we ain't got to worry about nothing. As far as women, most women think, and I say this,
most women just want, from me, in my perspective, and I definitely agree with you, I think most women want communication and loyalty. You know, I feel like a lot of men do have communication issues. And they want the basics. They want sex, they want food, and they want shelter. You know what I'm saying? But what about you guys respecting us? You know, when we piss them off, we all kind of bitches and hoes, you know? But then they quick to want us to open our legs for them and, oh, I love you, baby. And that sorry shit, it just don't get it sometimes, you know? They quick to say sorry when they in the wrong, but they still want that pussy.
No, real shit. And the crazy thing about it, see, here's the thing. I've been married twice. I'm in my second marriage. You feel me? And when I tell you this shit, the shit is retarded, it's retarded. But it works for us. You know what I mean? And within this marriage, I have, through the turmoil and everything, I have found myself. I begin my spiritual path. I realized some things about myself that I didn't even know. You know what I mean? My first marriage, I literally got married just to say I got fucking married and to say I had a husband and yes, he's doing this and I'm the wife and this, that, and the third. But with this one, it was like, oh shit, I really love this dude. So,
see, I'm not married yet, so for me,
what you want though. See, here's the thing: people think that because a female is not married, and you know that's why I posted what I posted in the chat. Like, it's ironic that came up. But what I want from a marriage is my biggest thing is give me the same energy that I give you. Respect the boundaries that, you know, I respect. You know what I'm saying? It ain't even about, I don't care about all that other shit. Because I'm being honest, I'm at a point in my life where when it comes to me personally, I can't speak on all the women in the world. I can't speak for all the men in the world. I'm not someone who, at this point, I realize that believes in, you know, the fact that, oh, we're going to always be under the same roof. Everything is always going to be perfect. No, I feel like there's going to be the worst time in our marriage that's going to test us to see.
But you know what? It's always going to, like, I keep telling people, because a lot of people want this marriage
and don't realize
and
this
relationship
shit is hard.
Right, they wanted to be a fairy tale. They wanted to be all laughs and kicks and giggles, but let me tell you, it's not. It's not. And a lot of times, it's most of the females. They be so far up in their head. Oh, he gonna love me and he gonna whine and dine me. Sometimes the nigga,
the way you want
right?
To
He don't love you. Right? He just wants your pussy. He wants somebody to treat him like his mama. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of women so nonchalant, they the okay girls, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't trying to be mean to the white girls. I'm not prejudiced at all.
No, I get it.
I don't have a problem with biracial relationships, but most of our black men go to white women because of the girl is, oh, okay, you want me to run my credit down to get you a new Jaguar? Well, I'm gonna do that, you know?
Yeah, you're absolutely
that's
right.
Why,
and it's not like you're speaking on something that's, not going on. You're speaking from facts. You know what I mean? This is a known fact. It's proven. If you did a survey and you interviewed white women that been with black men, they would tell you a totally different story. Like, nah, shit wasn't all good, or whatever the case may be. You know what I learned in this marriage? My perception of love may not be his perception of love. The perception of love is based on your life experiences.
Yeah, but the perception of love is based on you. Right. It's not just your experiences.
Right. It's more totally different from my husband.
Right.
Like some real shit.
Right, because the thing is, for us, like women like me and you, is I love myself enough to leave your ass alone.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying? I don't need. This is the thing what men don't realize. A strong woman don't need you. They want you. That is a difference. That's a difference between a weak and a strong woman. Because a weak woman is going to need you. You walk out my door, I'm not looking back.
Exactly. That's on you. And it's crazy because, like I said, my shit is retarded. I don't even pretend like this shit is perfect.
Yeah, there is, and I was just telling this to Quita, the last speaker on my podcast, that there is no perfect relationship. I can sit here and say all day, oh girl, I got a fiance and I got the ring, but honey, we ain't went to the altar yet, and we still. And the thing is, between me and you, both of us is Gemini, so we always at each other's throat. You know what I'm saying?
Sign is a Gemini, so I know.
Oh, you must be an Aquarius.
No, I'm a Pisces. My Pisces.
Oh,
listen,
okay.
My sun is Pisces, my moon is Taurus, and my rising is Gemini. So just picture that.
Oh, cause I'm a Gemini, and my sun is Cancer, and my moon is Aquarius.
Yeah.
So, did you want to read it, baby girl? Because I said the people that.
I don't even know, because you actually did a free reading for me when I was on your live, girl. That's energy, okay? I don't need you to be putting it. I know you don't mind, but I don't.
No, I don't.
I don't need a reading. You told me what you told me, and everything is coming to pass. What you told me, and I read myself. I remember
really?
I told you when I was inboxing you that.
Yeah.
So I'm getting into. I don't read myself, but I do readings, and I'm just like getting into like a whole lot of things. Being that I'm in Tennessee now, and I've met certain young women. I met women that are like helping me come into my own.
Right, that's really good. That's really good. So, my love, thank you so much for doing my podcast. And you know what I'm about to say. You need to start your own podcast since you already.
That's crazy because I was looking when I downloaded the app. I was like, oh snap, you could do your own podcast. If you go and look like on my Facebook page, because we friends on your regular page and the group.
Right.
If you go through my videos. I'm preparing myself. I'm building myself because I'm like,
girl, and this is the thing with the podcast, you don't have to show your face.
Right, yeah. And so I said, I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to start doing that because I love it.
Yes, so if you ever want me to be on your show, promote your show, whatever,
but you're going to be my first guest then. Don't be shocked if I
Okay,
hit you
girl,
next
just
week.
let
Like,
me
look,
know.
I done set it up.
Let me
I
know,
would
girl.
love for you to
Just
be
let me
a guest on it. Because my first topic, for real, like I keep telling everybody, I want to talk about, you know, our culture and why we are stuck.
Oh, that's a good topic, girl. I'm down for that. Look, I'm down for that. Like, let me know when you're ready, because, honey, I will stop everything I'm
because I
doing to
really
be in
feel
this.
like I've been learning that we're stuck because of us. You know what I mean? And
We
first
are.
of all, and
We
now
stuck
everybody
because
always say, why you only focus on women? It's not that I'm focused on women. It's just that women, we bear the children, we nurture them, we raise them. So if y'all wondering why there's so many ancient men, we have to start with us.
exactly, and not only that, we got to start with us, because guess what? If it wasn't for us, there wouldn't be
Right.
any.
So if you raise these men, you quick to say a nigga
Right.
ain't shit, but then when you raise your son, cause you ain't paying attention to him and you paying attention to that ain't shit nigga, what you think your son gonna turn out to be?
Ain't shit, nigga. So, so love. I'm gonna get off of here. I got some more people coming in, and thank you so much.
Problem.
Let me know.
Anytime you do a podcast, send me a notification, cause I don't care what the topic is.
I definitely will. I might have you come on here and do some readings next time. So, yes, girl, we're gonna get you started. Look, I'm gonna push your ass. So thank you for listening. Y'all go check her out. Her podcast. She's gonna start a podcast soon. Miss Isha, go ahead and tell them what's your podcast name on Anchor.
I ain't set it up yet. I just downloaded the app, so I gotta set that up. But they can go on my Facebook and look at the videos to see, you know, my Facebook.
All right,
format.
love. So find her on Facebook. Aisha
Sheila Perry. That's my name. Aisha
yes.
Sheila Perry.
So come and find her. Look her up if you got Facebook. Y'all check her out. She's a really good person. And thank you so much, love. And I hope you have a blessed night, and love and light.
Love and light to you too, boo.
Have a great night.
I'm wishing on a dream to follow what it means, and I'm wishing on a rainbows that I see. I'm wishing on the people who really dream, and I'm wishing on tomorrow rain never comes, and I'm wishing on.
All right, you guys, we back from the break, and now I got my boy Jade over here, and Jade, I just got off with Miss Quita, and then I had Miss Aisha on here, and we was talking about what men and women want in a marriage, and both of them had good points. Quita said that a lot of times they just want balance, and both men and women want balance in the marriage. They're lacking the man to pick up, or if the man is lacking, they pick up. What is your opinion about that?
I mean, I can agree on that, but I can also say it's a little more to that. Like, from past relationships that I was in, and I can say, like, it's also that companionship. Like, sometimes you get, like, with being a man, like, sometimes you get tired of being the superhero. Like, sometimes, like, shit, niggas want to be saved too. Like,
right. That's right.
Like, from, like, the lifestyle I live, as we both know, like, it's like, I've learned, like, it's different. Like, as far as, like, men are concerned, like, people think, like, oh, like, niggas just think what they did, and excuse my language, but they just, you know, they think what they think and stuff like that, and it's more of a they don't got too many emotions, but men are really sensitive.
They are.
But that's the thing. So with them being sensitive and wanting to portray that masculine role, that's what makes them seem like such douchebags. Because it's like, nah, I can't seem soft. I can't seem weak. Like, I got to make sure everybody think I'm that nigga. I'm that G. I got to have 1,000 hoes. Da, 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 da.
Yeah,
Versus
and that's the thing. But because they want for me, I see men as they don't want anybody to portray their manhood as weak. So
right,
their whole thing be feminine. If I let a woman or another man think that I'm feminine, I'm a punk.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so I can see that as and put my shoes in a man perspective that, okay, I don't want anybody trying to look at me like, oh, he a punk, he ain't worth shit. So I'm going to continue to put on this masculine front where I'm going to have to show my ass and be with every girl, be with every nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it's like, as females, and you know, I know you, and as females and men that has a feminine side, that we like to be able to see that feminine side of another man, you know what I'm saying, or see that feminine side of our significant other, just to see where they stand. Because I feel like if my man can't tell me how he feel and he can't get emotional around me, that means something is up.
Okay, because
You
if
know
you're
what I'm
not getting emotional with me, you getting emotional with somebody.
Exactly. You're not telling me how you feel. There's something that's up. I feel like it has to do with I do believe that balance has a lot to do with relationships. I believe communication is the best thing that'll help a relationship, whether it's a man and a man, a woman and a man, or a woman and a woman. Communication will get your relationship farther or your marriage farther, because both of you guys can be on the same page. Does that make sense to you?
Right. I totally agree with that. Like, I've been in past relationships, like, with women and men. I say the relationships I've been with females is all of them, we all ended on good terms. Like, I never had no kind of problems with them. We all just when I step away. But men, like, I just, oh, Lord. Mm.
What is your zodiac sign?
I'm a Virgo.
Okay. All right, that makes sense, because Virgos, y'all some crazy emotional motherfuckers.
Okay. But like I just made
I'm a Gemini.
I just made a big move in my life, and I'm, starting over and trying to get myself together, and I ended up falling into another relationship, and the person that I'm talking to now, when I say date, is totally different. Like, most of the time I've always either dated other Virgos or I've dated Leos. So now I'm talking to a Libra, and when I say it's just different, it's like different. Like, it's like he balanced out everything. Like, cause me, I'm good at, like, when it comes to other people's lives, I can make sure everybody else's life together. But when it comes to my own, it's just like, well, what's going on? But he bring that stability to me to, like, keep my mind focused. Like, it's just like he just be balancing me out, and he don't even do nothing. He's just like so quiet and so shy.
He's a Libra or a Virgo?
He's a Libra.
See, the thing with me is I'm dating my own zodiac sign. So my fiance, we've been married. Well, not married. We've been engaged for 6 years. We've been together for 8 years. And
congratulations.
Well, I couldn't even tell you. Like, we are balanced, but we both crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you was in my household, you'd be like, the fuck going on here? Because one minute cool, and the next minute we calling each other names. Like, it's a bond that cannot be broken. But if you was looking on the outside end, you be like, what the fuck? These motherfuckers discombobulated, disoriented, and crazy.
Okay. I mean, shit, it takes two to tango, and you can't have dysfunctional without fun.
Right, but he keep me on my cues and he keep me on my toes. Like he the one that inspired me to start my own business. And that has rocket shipped off, you know what I'm saying? And he really loved when I do my podcast. He listens, like he's very supportive. So even with the pros and even with the cons of the relationship, the pros outdo the cons. So I'm sticking it out for another 8 years if I possibly can.
Okay.
You know?
All you can do is just have faith.
Right. So I told people that if they join my podcast that they can get a 3-part reading. Do you believe in getting readings?
Girl, I'm all for it.
Okay, so do you have a question? Because I can only have you on here for 15 minutes before they disconnect us. Yeah.
Let me see.
You could just say general or love and relationship.
Girl, I'm sticking with the love and relationship. I'll take that for 2,000.
Okay. All right. So you get I've given everybody 3 cards, and so I shuffled. So, ooh, you are very controlling, aren't you?
I really am.
You try to control everything. So the card I do have is called it's a yellow jasper crystal, and this card does signify control issues. It doesn't necessarily mean that you are the person that's doing all the controlling, but in this relationship there is going to be a time where one of you guys is going to be fearing that the other is trying to control them. And so in this relationship, both of you guys, because I feel like as a Libras are very controlling, and they have a lot of mouth. Both of you guys going to have to utilize that God-given strength and that power to not feel like that if he or you guys tell each other something that's going to help them, that's not a way of controlling, it's a way of helping. But if both of you guys trying to control the love, then you know how they say when you control, you basically chasing. And when you chase, everything that you chase and control going to always run the opposite way of which way you're going. So instead of controlling and chasing it, you want to embrace it and attract it. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So the next card I do have is called Tiger Eye. And a Tiger Eye crystal is a beautiful crystal. A lot of people have them. Your last relationship got you at a place where you're not too confident in relationships. Right or wrong?
Girl, you ain't talking nothing but the truth.
Okay, so this card right here is basically saying in order for your relationship to move smoothly and peacefully, you have to have self-confidence through God confidence, believing in yourself, by believing that the God inside of you is working through you for your relationship. And when you start believing in yourself and having the most confidence in yourself, that's when your significant other is going to be able to be like, okay, I believe in you. I believe you. I'm going to build you. I'm going to lift you. I'm going to embrace you. I'm going to uplift you. I'm going to empower you. And that's when that next card come in. You are intuitive as fuck. You are empathic. You feel a lot of emotions.
Oh my God.
So this card right here is a Moonstar card and Moonstone. And a Moonstone card, crystal is very pretty. It's very, very pretty. So because you have an intuitive mindset and you are empath and you can feel things before it happens, you can see things before it happens, you need to be extra aware of your mindset. Because a lot of times when you feeling that fucking thing in your stomach and your gut feeling, you like something about to happen. Something ain't right. Trust that shit, because it's going to help you. It's going to prevent you from doing something that you don't need to be doing, putting you in a place where you don't need to be placed at, putting you in a crowd where you don't need to be. All right, you guys, we back from our break. It's your girl, Hannah Yamaha, your soul culture oracle, and I have Mr. Jason here with me. So, how you doing, Jason?
Hey, Hannah, I'm doing great, doing good.
So, I have had 3 people in my podcast, and we've been talking about what men and women want in a marriage or a relationship. And most of the people in the podcast said most men and women wants balance and communication. And I seen that on my Facebook poll. You had a lot to say, so I would love to hear you say what it is that you need to be saying, because everything you were speaking was beautiful.
Right. I mean, well, I just started with just one word, and that was freedom.
Right.
You know, and I know a lot of things promise freedom, but when you try to follow up with it, you get the opposite. You know, they're in bondage to something. You know, so it's a lot of false promises, but I think a lot of people really desire freedom.
Right.
You know, and a lot of times, you know, I think when we look at marriage, it's a commitment, it's a sacrifice, but at the end of the day, you're rewarded with something. You have the room to express yourself with someone else, you know, in a more intimate way. And I think in a lot of ways you're limited without that, you know, God-given, you know, purity and freedom, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So that's why that's where I was coming from with that statement.
So when you say freedom, because a lot of people may mistaken that as freedom to cheat or freedom to talk to me or talk to your wife or talk to your significant other any kind of way. What do you mean by freedom? Can you be more specific on that? Because a lot of people outside of this podcast is not too smart, not too bright, and they'll be like, what the fuck he talking, you know? So break it down for me where you can break it down for the people out here that's listening. What do you mean by freedom in a relationship or marriage?
Well, it's like when you're growing up, whenever you're told you can't do something, you know, you feel like you're not free. and a lot of times in the world we live in, a lot of things just aren't socially acceptable. But when you know, as a man, at least, when you say, okay, well, this is my house, this is what this is how I live, you kind of have that room to, okay, we're not gonna mess with how he runs his house, you know what I'm saying? So you have freedom, and it's good to have someone alongside you to help, you know, I guess, build something that you can be free inside of. You know, you kind of have a world together that's yours.
Right. Okay. I can definitely understand that. So for me, I had a lot of people on there talking about respect, and I feel like in a relationship or a marriage, respect goes both ways. And I see a lot of men or a lot of women saying, oh, men want respect. But I feel like if that, for me, not because I'm a woman and I'm independent and I'm pretty and I you know, I carry my own, it's more like I want respect for being human, you know what I'm saying, being in your existence. A lot of men out here, and I'm counting you out because I don't know you in any kind of way, shape, or form, but a lot of men out here want respect, but does not know how to give it. What is your perspective on that?
My perspective, I mean, that's a good question. I think respect is like something like if like you look at the word respect, you know,
right.
If you're a spectator, you're looking at something.
Right.
So when I see respect, I'm thinking like you have someone who sees what you're doing and acknowledges what you're doing. A lot of times we're out here, we're sacrificing, we're working, and we're doing something, and nobody acknowledges you. Nobody says you're doing a good job. No one gives you any respect for existing, for being human.
Right.
So I think we desire someone to be able to look at us at the end of the day and say, you are human. You know, I see what you're doing. You exist to me. You know what I mean? And that's what we want. We just don't want to be here and sacrifice and live and have to fulfill all these duties and get absolutely no respect. Nobody to say, hey, we see you. You know, we acknowledge that you're alive.
Exactly. Exactly. It's more like not just for men but women too. We want that push. I feel like respect is about uplifting and empowering each other. That means if I'm lacking something and you know I need that push, like uplift me and push me. I feel like I need someone in my life that's going to empower me to want better, empower me to want to do better. And if I don't have that significant other, that I can't say, well, look, I'm lacking of this. What can I do? How can you help me? If a man can't tell me how to do that, then I'm going to look at him like, what are you here for? You know? So that's something that's definitely a great way to put it. Thank you so much for joining. I just wanted to have a man's perspective because I have a lot of people on here that's joining my podcast that's women, and I don't want to just make it look like men are bad because, you know, women like to man bash all the time. And so I need more men to step out and speak out about how they feel in relationships because women, we don't know because they never say, you know?
Right.
So thank you so much, and I really appreciate it. And I want to send you and your family some love and light, and you have a blessed night.
Thank you. I appreciate you taking the time to invite me and and talk about what you talked about.
Thank you so much. Have a blessed night.
You too.
So we're gonna go on our next break, and the next person we will have on here is Cherry Millions with Sex Talk on here on Anchor, and you guys stay tuned. Y'all have a blessed night. All right, guys, we're back from the break, and we got our last but not least, Miss Rosie Marie in here. And Rosie, I have had 4 people in my podcast, and we're talking about what men and women want in a marriage. And I have had a lot of people say that most men want balance, communication, respect, and honesty. What is your perspective on what men and women want in a marriage or any kind of relationship?
I think we all deserve respect, right? That's the first and most important thing, because if you don't, respect your partner, you're not going to be able to grow in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So I think respect would be the first one.
Mm-hmm.
And definitely communication is the second one for sure. Because if you're not able to communicate with your partner, the relationship isn't going to go anywhere.
That's definitely true. I had one woman on here that said that it depends on the age and the vision. I really do feel the vision part, but the age part, I really don't feel like age has anything to do with what men and women want in a relationship. Because I feel like as a human being, and as a spiritual person that believes that everybody is energy, I don't think wisdom comes with age. And I think wisdom comes when it comes. I know younger people that has more wisdom than an old 65-year-old man or woman. So I don't really think age has to do with it. I do feel like that it depends on a person's vision for marriage. And when I mean vision, I don't mean what they expect out of a relationship, what they want to see in life. You get what I'm saying? Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, no, that totally, because like you said, a person younger, they could have an old soul. So yeah, definitely. But I can understand from both points.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. So I really feel like it depends upon just the person in general.
Right. Exactly. And so, have you ever are you in a relationship now?
Yeah, I am. He's a year old.
Uh-huh.
So, but, I mean, honestly, I've been for the last, 9 years.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, we're making something work.
That's good. That's good. That is good. So, I did, I want to pull a couple cards based on your relationship, if you allow me.
Yeah, no, that's cool, girl.
All right. because I mean, a lot of people they the reason why I did this podcast for everybody that's out there listening, because I do have a lot of people that as you all know, I'm an oracle reader, and I do mediumship and all that stuff, and a lot of people that, and I go live a lot on my Facebook page. So if you do not follow me on Facebook, just come and follow me at Sacred Creations and Healing on Facebook. And I do go live sometimes every day, sometimes once a day, and I do a lot of live stream free readings and paid readings, and I have a lot of women. It's more women that want to love reading. And the reason why I did this, because a lot of times we as women, we look for validation from a man, and we look for love from a man. And I say this all the time to my clients and to non-clients, to people that's viewing my live stream, that love starts with you. When you start loving yourself, that's when you can expect a man to love you unconditionally, because they will see that you love yourself unconditionally for the both of you. And so that's something that I want the ladies out there, not just the ladies, but men too. A lot of men don't love themselves either, because they do a lot to put themselves in
girl, if you can hear me, I can't hear you.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Connection.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
If you can hear me, I'm still here. I just can't hear you.
Okay, so can you hear me now? Well, we will go on this break, and I'm gonna add her back on, because obviously we're losing a bit of connection. And we will be back with her card reading, and I will be finishing up this segment on what men and want in a marriage or relationship. So you guys stay tuned as we come back for our next round with Miss Rosie Marie.
Yeah, I can hear you again.
So we lost Miss Rosie Marie, y'all, and we back. We back with it. And Rosie, I did pull some cards for you if you're listening. We lost you. Thank you for joining. I want to thank all of you guys for joining my podcast. You guys made it sound great. I loved it, and I'm sending all of you guys some love and light. So Rosie, the first card I did get for your relationship reading is Rubellite. And this card right here do suggest that your authentism, you just giving energy and motivation to something that's meaningful. And that could be just putting all your energy into your relationship, because I feel like you do love this person. You do love this man. I also have Paradise. This card basically saying that you can break free from your recurrent negative patterns. I feel like in this relationship there is some negative patterns that you and your significant other has, and you can break free from that by praying to know that the lesson and the blessing is there, and you're going to contain that. But I feel like this relationship, I feel like you're putting so much energy in it that it's taking all your power, Miss Rosie. And I also have the card Sugarlight. This card basically saying you need to own your divine power. A lot of times when we get in a relationship, Rosie, we try to please the significant other instead of pleasing ourselves. And I feel like at this time in this relationship, you may be the giver. You give, and that's not a bad thing. But hold back on your giving to see if you're going to receive the same thing if you stop giving. Okay, Rosie, and I hope that resonated. So I did get some people that wanted a reading in here, and while if you're listening, Miss Natalie, this is for you. You said you wanted a love and relationship reading, Miss Natalie. This reading is for you, Miss Natalie, and so here we go. So Natalie, the card I do have is called Have Faith. And right now, if you are in a relationship, Natalie, this card do suggest that you need to trust your faith in this situation, in your love situation. That means if your relationship is becoming rocky, you just need to trust it and let the universe do its work so you can be able to move forward in this relationship. Quit trying to control things. And if you have lost faith in love, gain it back right now. You need to gain it back, because it's time for you to gain it back so you can receive that love that you're looking for. Now, Miss Ramona. Miss Ramona wanted to know if she, going to get, if her and her relationship, the guy that she's with, is going to last. I think, Miss Ramona, the card I do have is called Embrace Your Emotions. I feel like you are putting your emotions down that you have for this man. And I feel like you really like him. Either love him or not. But right now, you don't want to push down your feelings or judge your emotions based on what he does and based on how he acts. Because I do feel like he love you. He like you. So today, the Spirits is saying, Ramona, embrace your emotions and just go with the flow. And if it lasts, it lasts. If it don't, it don't. Just remember that you tried, and at least you tried, and you made it as far as you could. All right. So Miss Chastity, the card I have for you is called Forgiveness. Miss Chastity almost asked for a love, relationship reading, and she said it's her and her boyfriend going to get back together. Miss Chastity, the card I have is Forgiveness, and the card basically saying nothing can be gained by holding on to past disappointments. So whatever it is that he done to you in the past, you gotta let that go and forgive him in order for you guys to get back where y'all needed to be in y'all's relationship. And don't give up on him so easily. A lot of times as women give up on our men so easily just because they messed up one time. Remember, they are human and they are energy too. So they're going to mess up. We have to teach them how to love us. We got to teach them that this is the way I want to be loved. This is the way I want to be treated. If you keep pushing down the men in your life, then you're going to forever be single, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, if you keep on making a woman feel less of a woman, then you're going to lose the love of your life. You're not going to find that love. So this is a good time for any relationship. If you out there and you want a relationship, and if you have a relationship, you want to empower, uplift your significant other. Okay? And so the affirmation and the inspiration of the night for you guys is called We Are Born with Silent Knowledge. Okay? And when we are born, our body know what it is, and it know what to do. We can feel silent knowledge every time we breathe. So remember, we are energy. And our bodies know what it is that it wants. So if you out here and you're listening, listen to your bodies. Listen to your souls. It's going to tell you what you're longing for, what you're wanting for, what you're longing for. Okay? So I want to send all of you guys some love and light. I hope you enjoyed this special segment of your soul coach and oracle, Hannah Yamaha, what men and women want in a relationship or a marriage. And I want to send y'all some peace and wholeness and some love and light. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.